Hi there, Mr. Muhammed is here. Well, in this lesson, again, we continue with inequalities, but this time the graphs are more standard because we are going to use x and y axis to represent or to graph the inequalities. So here we are going to shade the part which is not satisfying the inequality, and the unshaded part represents the inequality. For question 1, this line, this bold line, is x is equal to 3. So the inequality is also about x. The inequality is about x, and the shaded part is the unnecessary part. We don't need this part. The other part, what is special about these numbers comparing to 3? 3 is here. These numbers are less than x. These numbers represent x, so it means x is less than x. Since the line is bold, it's not dashed line, so bold line is the same as closed beginnings when we used to deal with it on number line. So bold line like this means we need to have an equal with it. Dashed line like question 6, like question 4, it means the equal shouldn't be exist. Question 2, it's about y. So y, what is special about these numbers here? Are they more than 2 and 1 over 2 or less? So of course they are more. So y is more than 2 and 1 over 2, means 2.5. Question 3, we can represent this as one inequality. Here, what is special about these numbers? These numbers are the numbers between 1 through 6. So it means we can write it like this: x is more than or equal to 1, and it's less than or equal to 6. Question 4, this time we have two dashed lines. It means we shouldn't have equal with the greater than or less than, but one line is for y and the other one is for x. It means we have two different inequalities. So the first one is y. What is special about these numbers? They are less than 5. So y is less than 5. There is no equal because the line is dashed line. And the other inequality is about x. X is less than 7. Question 5. This line represents y equals x. So the shaded region is the unwanted one. So here, what is special about these numbers on this side? X is equal to y is the line. So here we can represent this as, let's take this point. It's x is 1, y is 1, x is 0. Let's take this point. So in all of these points, y is more than x. To check any inequality, you can take one point. What's the coordinate of this point? The coordinate of this point is 0, 1. Look at the relation between the x of this point and the y. The y is greater than x. So it means for all the numbers in this region, the unshaded one, y is greater than x. If it's satisfied for one point, it means it's satisfying for all the other points. Let's take another point in this region. This point, x is 0, y is 4. This point, x is 2, y is 4. So in all cases, y is greater than x. This is the inequality. And in the region below, x is greater than y. And on the line, x is always equal to y. There is no dashed line. It means an equal is necessary. For this one, x plus y is equal to 10. Since it's dashed line, it means x plus y is less than 10. There is no equal with it. There is another way to write the exact same inequality. We can say it's equal to x and y while x plus y is less than 10. So if you saw something like this, it's the exact same thing as this one. Question 7. This time we have 3 inequalities and all of them with dashed line. It means none of them needs an equal with it. The first one is x plus y. The dashed line is x plus y. So below this dashed line, let's take this point. This point, let's say x is 2, y is 0. So what is special about this x and this y? X is greater than y. So the inequality of this line is x greater than y. There is no equal because it's dashed line. For this one, x is equal to 8. So on this side, all the numbers are less than 8. And on this line, it's 8. On this side, numbers are greater than 8. We don't need the shaded region. So x is less than 8. No equal because it's dashed line. And this one, y is negative 2. If we go up, numbers are getting bigger than negative 2. So y is greater than negative 2. These 3 inequalities together, they form this unshaded triangle. So that's how we find their inequalities. Here we have one side of the unshaded triangle enclosed by line x equals 0. So on this line, x is 0. When we go to this side, numbers are getting than 0. Numbers are getting bigger. So the first inequality is x is greater than 0. This line, since this one is not dashed, an equal is necessary with it. The other inequality, y equals x minus 1. On this side, let's pick 0, 0. Then substitute it. If we put 0 in place of y, we will have 0 minus 1. So 0 and negative 1. Well, to this one, on the line y is equal to x minus 1. So under the line y is less than x minus 1. Above the line y is more than x minus 1. So y is more than or equal to x minus 1. This is the other inequality. And the last one, x plus y is equal to 7. So under it, x plus y is less than or equal to 7. How do you know? Under this line, take any point. For example, 0, 0. If we put 0 in place of x, 0 in place of y, the side will be 0 and the other side stays 7. So 0 is less than 7. Since the line is not dashed, there must be an equal with it. Then this 0 was x plus y. So the x plus y is right here. And it's less than or equal to 7. Question 9. Again, we have 3 lines to... We always work on the closed section. Here is not closed, only this triangle is enclosed by 3 lines, and we're going to write an inequality to represent each line. The first line, y equals 0. So on the line, y is equal to 0. Above the line, y is more than 0. So the first inequality is y is equal to... y is more than or equal to 0 because the line is not dashed. The next inequality, x plus y is equal to 6. So on this side, x plus y is more than 6. On the other side, x plus y is less than 6. Because 0, 0 is on the side of this line. Then 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 is less than 6. It means x plus y on this side is less than 6. The line is not dashed. An equal is necessary. The last one is y equals x plus 2. So under it, y is less than x plus 2, but above, y is more than x plus 2. So y is more than or equal to x plus 2. Again, we can test by substituting any point under this line. Since 0, 0 is under this line, 0, 0 is the easiest point, that's why I used a lot. This is the line. Under the line we have 0, 0. Let's use it. If by writing 0, 0 we got something more, it means y is more. Then if we put 0 here, 0 is less than x plus 2. 0 is less than 2, so it means x plus 2 is less than y. You can substitute any number instead of x just to check. For example, here we can say here is 2 and x is 0. If we put 0 in place of x, y will be 2. So y is more than or equal to x plus 2. Y is less than or equal to x plus 2. Cut. Okay, the last one, y is equal to x plus 2. So let's put any point, let's pick any point under the line. So on the side, 0, 0 is on the side of this line. Let's pick 0, 0. If we put 0 in place of y, we will get 0 plus 2. So what will happen to this equal? On the side we have 0, on the side we have 2. It means 0 is less than 2. Well, we will rewrite the equation with this symbol. The equation is like this: y is equal to x plus 2. Since by testing, by substituting 0, 0 in place of x and y, we got this symbol. The line is not dashed, there must be an equal with it. Y is less than or equal to x plus 2. Done. For questions 10 to 27, draw a sketch graph. This time we have the inequality, we will draw the graph. In the previous question, we had the graph, we wrote the inequality. So for this one, let's draw the graph to represent any of these inequalities. The questions are quite similar, that's why I'm going to solve these questions. Each question here is similar to a question on the other column, like question 10, 12, 14, 16, 20, all the way to 26. Now the first one, question 11, y is between 0 and 3 and 1 over 2. 3 1 over 2 is 3.5. Since we have y, we will work on the y-axis. The first one is 0. 0 in y-axis is in the middle, it's right here. And 3, 1, 2, 3.5 is right here. So we will need two straight lines to represent. So this is the first straight line, and the second straight line will be right on 0. And always the unshaded region is the answer. Well, the unshaded region will be this one between them, because y is between 0 and 3.5. So the shaded region will be here and there. Question 13. This time we have two inequalities. So we will have two lines. One of them is dashed line, the other one is a solid line. So x is less than 6. On the x-axis, 6 is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is right here. And on the y-axis, 4 is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is the shaded region? The first line is solid. This is a solid line to represent y is less than or equal to 4. And this one is a dashed line that represents x is less than 6. So the unnecessary region is here and here. The unshaded region, which is the answer, is right here. 15. Again, we have two inequalities, but each one of them needs two solid lines. The first one, x is between 1 and 6. So 1 on x line is here. 6 on x line is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is right here. So between them is the region that we need. So outside is the shaded region. This is the first straight line and the second straight line, while outside is the shaded region for this one, and here outside is the shaded region. For the y is between 2 and 8. Here y is equal to 2, 1, 2, y is equal to 2, and y is 8, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is here, and we need two straight lines to represent them. The first straight line and the second straight line. Again, the shaded region. The shaded region is outside, and the shaded region for here is above this line. The only unshaded region is here. This is the unshaded region, which is the answer, because we shade the unnecessary parts from each inequality. 17 is x greater than or equal to y. So it will be draw an xy axis, and the line that represents x is equal to y passes through the middle of the xy axis, because this point is 1, 1. This point is 1, 1. Y is equal to x. The line passes through these points like 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and so on. So it's just one straight line that passes through these points. Okay, this line represents y is equal to x. What we need, y should be less than x. Y should be less than x. So in which part of this line the y values are less than x values? Let's test one value here. Let's test one value here. Here, what is the coordinate of this? The coordinate of this point is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's x is 0 and y is 4. What is special about these two numbers? The y is greater than x, but what we need, the x should be greater than y. So this side is not satisfying the inequality, so it should be the shaded side, and the unshaded side, which is the answer, is below this line. Question 19, y is greater than x plus 2, y is less than 7. So we need an xy axis again. And this xy axis, we have two inequalities. The first one, y is greater than x plus 2. Where is the line that represents y equals x plus 2? To get the line, if we put 0 in place of y, we will get x negative 2. And if we put 0 in place of x, we will get y equals 2. The line passes through these 2 points, join them with a straight line. Then the other one is y is less than 7. On the y line, y is less than 7. On the y line, 7 is here, 0 is in the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is here. So since there is no x, it will be a straight horizontal line. Now, in which part y is less than 7? Below. So we will shade up. Up will be shaded because it's the unnecessary one. And for this one, where the y value is more than x plus 2. To test this point, the coordinate of this point is 0, 4. So put 0 in place of x, we will get 4 in place of y. We will have something like this. 4 is more than 0 plus 2. Is this correct? Yes, it's correct. So the above is the answer. We will shade below. The answer is this region, which is not shaded. This region. This region between the lines is not shaded, so it is the answer of question 19. 21, x is greater than or equal to 0. We're doing question 21. X is greater than or equal to 0. So in this line, in the x line, 0 is here. So since there is no any y, it is a vertical straight line, which is the y line. In which side of xy axis the x's are more than 0? In this side. So the side of the xy axis will be shaded. Now, this one, x plus y is less than 10. X plus y is less than 10. If we put 0 in place of x, y will be 10. So y is 10, is here. If we put 0 in place of x, y is 10. If we put 0 in place of y, x is 10. Join them with a straight line. Okay, then x plus y is less than 10. To randomly pick some points outside means above this line. Let's pick this point to make it easy. This is 10, so this point is 12, 0. If we write 12, 0, if we put 12 in place of x, 0 in place of y, will we get something more than 10? X plus y is more than 10, so 12 plus 0 is it less than 10? Actually, no. So it means this region is the unwanted one. So we are shade this. Now what's remaining is only between these two lines that we drew. And the third one, y should be more than x. So y is equal to x is a straight line passing through the center to all the points. It's a straight line through the center. It goes on all the points that have their x is equal to their y. Well, in which side y is greater than x? If you pick any point randomly on this side of this red line, you can make the decision. It's okay, whatever point you choose is fine. So I'm going to choose this point. The coordinate of this point, the x is 1, and the y is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 1, 4. Look at them. The y is greater than x? Yes, so the shaded region will be the other side, which is not necessary. The unshaded region is here. So the final answer for question 21 is this triangular region that remains unshaded, because we usually shade the unnecessary sides. Question 23, the last question, y is more than x over 2, y is less than or equal to 2x, x plus y is less than or equal to 8. Now, this topic is just about making the graph and make the correct decision of shading the unnecessary regions, where we have y is greater than or equal to x plus 2. Firstly, we draw the graph of y. Let's draw the graph of this equation. To draw the graph, if we put 0 in place of x, we will have y is equal to 0 while x is equal to 0. If we put, so we got 0, 0. If we put 4 in place of x, y will be 4 divided by 2, which is 2. Plot 2 points, join them, it will be the line. 0, 0 is here. 4 in x, 2 in y, 1, 2 is here. Join these 2 points with a straight line. Join these 2 points with a straight line. This line stands for y equals x over 2. Now, which side of this line should be shaded? Let's pick any point. I want to pick this point. The coordinate of this point, the x is 3 and the y is 0. Let's put 3 in place of x and 0 in place of y. See what we get. 0, and on the other side we'll have 3 over 2. So this one, 3 over 2 is greater than 0, which is the opposite of the sign in the question. The sign should be like this, so it means this side didn't satisfy the inequality, so this is the shaded region. Now for the second one, y is equal to or less than 2x. To draw the graph of y equals 2x, put 0 in place of x. We will get y is equal to 0. Put 3 in place of x. We will get y is equal to 6. Now we have 2 points, 0, 0 and 3, 6. Plot them. 0, 0 is here, 3, 6, 3 in x is here, 6 in y, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is here. Join these 2 points with a straight line. Okay, which side of this purple line should be shaded? Let's pick any point. Any point is okay, just to satisfy. Will we get something that makes y be less than or equal to 2x? Can we make this true? Let me pick this point. The coordinate of this point is the x is 0 and the y is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to put 0 in place of x. 4 is less than or equal to 2 times 0. Is 4 less than 0? No, it didn't satisfy, so this side, because it didn't satisfy, it should be shaded. Now the unshaded section so far is here. X plus y is less than 8. X plus y is less than 8 is a line which is between 8 in x-axis and 8 in y-axis. Join them with a straight line. Now for the green line, which side should be shaded? Pick any point in this side or this side. If the point satisfied, so it means the side is the unshaded one. If the point didn't satisfy, it means the side should be shaded. Okay, what is the coordinate of this point? The coordinate of this point, the x is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The x is 6. And the y is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to put 6 in place of x and 5 in place of y. Will I get something to make this correct? Is x plus y less than 8? 5 plus 6 is 11. It's not less than 8. So it didn't satisfy the inequality. The side of the green line should be shaded. Now the only unshaded is this triangle between them, which is the solution of this modeling. I hope you find it helpful. Remember to take notes. Thank you for watching.